Hi guys, today I'm talking about Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes movies are officially in the works of Warner Brothers, so let's get into it. Welcome back. Today I'm talking about Looney Tunes, Flintstones, Tom and Jerry. Where don't get to subscribe and prepare myself. So, um, this was announced during Warner Brothers um their CinemaCon, and we got new theatrical animated Flintstone, Tom and Jerry, and Looney Tunes movies are officially in the works of Warner Brothers. So, some people are kind of confused because they cancelled some Looney Tunes movies. They cancelled, I think, two of them at this point, and there is another one which and Ketchup Entertainment put out. They don't blow up Kaiva Acme. Um, so yeah, I like Looney Tunes, I like Tom and Jerry. I don't know much about Flintstone. I've seen the movies. I didn't watch the show that came out in the '60s, but Tom, when I was little, I watched Tom and Jerry. I watched the shorts. I saw some of the movies. I saw the show. I've seen a couple of the movies. I've seen the original one. I've seen the 2021. I've seen the I think I saw the Pirates one, the Nutcracker one. They'll go to Mars. The Furious, the Fast and Fury, and the Ring. And yeah, I watched the shorts as well. Looney Tunes. I've seen the shorts. I think I've seen Looney Tunes show, Baby Looney Tunes, and I've seen the movie. So now, people kind of weird didn't understand because Warner Brothers they don't really like they got rid of all the animation on HBO. I don't think they got rid of all of them. I think it's just the Looney Tunes shorts. I don't know if they got rid of the other ones, but yeah. So I'm gonna go through all of them. I'm gonna tell my thoughts about them. So let's start with Tom and Jerry. Now, Tom and Jerry is iconic by Hanna-Barbera. It's about Tom and Jerry. You know Tom and Jerry. I don't need to get into it. Now Tom and Jerry, there's been a lot of them. Tom and Jerry Tales, Tom and Jerry Kids. There was Tom and Jerry show. I think it was one in the '70s. There was one in 2014. There, there's a lot of them, and yeah. So obviously we had the shorts, which I think that's probably the main um one. Which I kind of prefer the shorts. I think the shorts they're iconic. I think everyone's seen the shorts. I think they're probably the best ones, the best iteration of them. So yeah, it's Tom and Jerry. Obviously, we had the movie in 1992, and yeah, this was the first like actual theatrical one. I'm only going to talk about the theatrical ones. I'm not going to talk about the direct-to-video ones. But I used to watch this movie a lot of time as a kid. Obviously, when I grow up now, I kind of just don't really like appreciate this movie anymore because, well, first of all, the movie really isn't about them. It's about this girl called Robin who's trying to get away from her evil stepmother. Is it stepmom? Oh no, evil aunt. And yeah, Tom and Jerry are thrown into it, and they don't really do much, but I don't know. And one is a musical, and I kind of didn't like that was a musical. But I think the songs were. I do think some of them were good, some of them were forgettable. But yeah, Tom and Jerry isn't a musical. And the biggest thing with this movie, I don't like how they talk. So yeah, Tom and Jerry talk in this movie, and I just do not like how they talk. I feel like it kind of ruins what Tom and Jerry is. Kind of like how they don't talk. That was always great about it. And when they talk, it just doesn't. And yeah, so and they're friends. They can't. Which I don't think they're enemies. I mean, kind of they are, but yeah. So I just really don't like this movie. And yeah, so then we have the one in 2021, which some people don't like this movie. They're trying to do revisionist history, so when they say that the 1992 one, I just don't think it's fine, but it's just not a good Tom and Jerry movie. I think this one was good. People hated it because it was live action animation, which I think this was good. I used like a 2D animation, and I actually like this one. It had Chloe Grace Moretz, Michael Pena, Colin Jost, Rob Delaney, and Ken Jeong. And this was, I think, day and date. I don't think I saw it in cinemas. I watched it online. And I enjoyed it, and it was like what I wanted for a Tom and Jerry movie. I thought it was pretty good. I think another problem with this movie is that it really wasn't about them. It was about the Chloe Grace Moretz character in the wedding. But I feel like it's fine. It respects the characters enough, and I like the gag. That kind of reminds me of the old Tom and Jerry. That's Tom and Jerry, so I'm looking forward to what they do with Tom and Jerry. I don't know if it's going to be 2D, 3D, or live action animation. We'll have to wait and see. Let's get on to the Flintstones. Now, the Flintstones was a show in the '60s. No, I didn't watch the Looney Tunes. I wasn't in the '60s, and I never really watched the animated series. It was pretty much this. There really wasn't any. I think they did a couple, and stuff, and obviously we had the movie from 1994, which I had John Goodman, Rick Moranis, Elizabeth Perkins, Rosie O'Donnell. I have seen this movie's okay. Obviously, this came at a time where we had live action stuff based on TV shows. That they did Little Rascals, I think the Beverly Hillbillies. They did a lot of stuff, obviously, in the 2000s. But yeah, this one was it was fine. I think Holly Berry was in this movie as well. Um, I think this movie's fine. Then obviously we had the Viva Rock Vegas, which was um which was a prequel, and had a new cast. It had Mark Addy, Stephen Baldwin, Christian Johnson, Jane Krakowski, Alan Cumming, and so yeah. This movie, I've not seen this movie. I don't know if it's good or not, but yeah. So that's Flintstones. Which I think the Flintstones they tried to get it back. I think they wanted to do. I don't know what there's plenty they did. They did. There's Yabba Dabba Dinosaurs, the Rubble, Jellystone. Um, now I think they were gonna do one about the young one, the baby. I don't know anything about this. I don't know much about the Flintstones. I think uh, yeah, I think it was Pebbles Flintstone. I think it was Elizabeth Banks was gonna do it. And it was gonna be like an adult animated one. And a lot of people didn't like that because the Flintstones for kids. But yeah, we're getting an animated one. I'm happy. I hope this is. And I hope Flintstones fans are happy. I hope this is good. I think Flintstones is a well known, really good cartoon. I think it could be good in the for kids today. Like I think this movie could really so people will know about the Flintstones and stuff because I don't think they grew up in the '60s like the kids today. And so yeah, now let's get into Looney Tunes. Now Looney Tunes, I think it's one of my favorite out of all of them. I love Looney Tunes. I grew up with them. I love there's so many TV Doc Dodgers. There's so many. Now Looney Tunes, their history on movies have just kind of been good and kind of bad. I don't know. Like in 1996, now I'm not going to include Who Framed Roger Rabbit because I just feel like it's not really a Looney Tunes movie. It just features, I think only it features Porky and then Tweety and then I think and Bugs and Daffy. So 1996 we had Space Jam. Now this starred Bugs Bunny, Michael Jordan, Wayne Knight, and Bill Murray. Now Space Jam was this movie came around because there was a commercial with Bugs Bunny and Michael Jordan, and we're like, hey, let's make a movie about that. And this movie is good. I don't think it's a good like Looney Tunes movie because one, I just feel like the concept is weird, and the fact that they combined the characters with Michael Jordan, and I just don't think this movie's good. Like, yeah, it has nostalgia. I think the soundtrack is good. The music is by James Dude Howell. Like, he had "I Believe I Can Fly" by R. Kelly. You had Seal, "Fly Like an Eagle," "Let's Get Ready to Rumble." Like, the songs are good, and yeah, you have the cast, and I, I, I feel like Michael Jordan. I feel like he just can't act. The charisma is not there. But I feel like why we like this movie is because of the Looney Tunes characters. And yeah, the concept's weird. So yeah, then they tried to do a sequel, and then they tried to do one with Jackie Chan, a spy one. I think they tried to like. There's so many they try to do. Then we had Looney Tunes Back in Action. Now um, this one was made by Joe Dante. He decided to do this one because he hated the Space Jam. So this one had Jenna Elfman, Brendan Fraser, Steve Martin, and yeah. And this one I think is probably it's an improvement over Space Jam. I like the animation, the humor. I feel like the problem with this is the story, and I just feel like it just wasn't. And yeah, so this is that's pretty much it. I feel like it's a better than Space Jam, but yeah, people didn't go see it. And that's pretty much it. But again, another movie till Space Jam: New Legacy. Now, Space Jam: New Legacy is I don't like this movie mainly because like it just I know I feel like Space Jam. So many people wanted a Space Jam, so we had one with LeBron James maybe because Michael Jordan didn't want to come back. and I just feel like LeBron James' acting just isn't good. I feel like the best thing about this movie is Don Cheadle. He's good as the villain, but I just feel like the humor, the I do think it's a bit too long. I feel like there's just so much product placement of Warner Brothers IPs and stuff. Like you had a Rick and Morty, there was one of the Matrix, and then you have all kinds of characters. I like the DC Universe one. I thought that one was good, but there was just IPs and stuff, and it all in your face, and I just feel like it just wasn't that great, and I just feel like it was way too long, and yeah, obviously it bombed. It came during day and day, and yeah, that's pretty much Space Jam. Yeah, and now we have the day that blew up, a Looney Tunes movie, and yeah, so this one just came out, I think, was like a month ago, and this one is pretty good. I feel like this is the Looney Tunes movie we wanted, and it started Bugs, Daffy, and Porky, and this is just a really good one. Now, this was, I think, it was cancelled, and then it was taken to Catch Up Entertainment, and I feel like this is a good movie. I feel like we just needed this, like a good Looney Tunes movie. And I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was really good. I did a review on it, check it on my channel. And yes, the daily upload up. Now we have Co vs. Acme, which was cancelled. And now Catch Up Entertainment have it, and they're putting out in the theaters in 2026, which I will be watching this. I will support this movie. It's good. Obviously, they didn't do a tax write off on it. Catch Up paid 50 million, and I really like this movie. I really hope this movie's good. It has Will Ford in it. I think John Cena's in it. James Gunn wrote the story, and yeah, I just hope this is good. People said it's good, and yeah, I just hope it's a really good movie. And now we have Bye Bye Bunny, which this was supposed to be one. I think they cancelled, and I think if Baby Cove versus Acme does well, maybe Catch Up Entertainment get out this one. But yeah, Looney Tunes. Some people are kind of confused because there's like two that they count and send to catch up, which I think mainly because that was part of the old regime, and maybe they just want to start something new. I think the last animated one Warner Brothers did was Super Pets, and that was in 2022, 3 years ago. And I think even that, I think that was part of the old regime. But I'm looking forward to what they do with it. And yeah, sorry this was a long video. I just wanted to share my thoughts on it. So I'm happy we're getting Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, and Looney Tunes. So guys, thank you much for my video. I'll see you next one. Bye.